guys, my name is Nate and this is Brandon, and we are from YDOP Internet Marketing, and we just want to talk to you guys today about some features that have to do with local SEO. And we've talked a little bit before about what local SEO is, the Google Knowledge Panel, a couple key terms that are related to it. So today I really would like to ask some questions about what businesses are involved in local SEO and who really benefits from it. So I know that there's a couple different businesses and a couple different categories that would really benefit from local SEO. So I'd like to talk about that a little bit today.
Yeah, so local SEO is, it really helps a local business find their target customer, right? And whether that's, within a certain mile radius or a whole state, we really want to help local businesses target and find and generate more leads from their local audience. We tend to put it in a few different categories. The first category would be a brick and mortar location. This is a business type where you have customers or clients go to your physical location. And so that would be anywhere from a retail store, a restaurant or a hotel, a doctor's office, law firm, anywhere where someone is coming and getting services or products from your place.
Interesting. And then there's another type, service area businesses, which we've touched on before, but if you want to go a little bit deeper into that.
Yeah, so a service area business is not like a brick and mortar. A brick and mortar wants to drive traffic to that physical location, whereas a service area business, they most likely have an office or a facility or maybe multiple locations, but they go and they perform their service outside in a homeowner's home, or they are not conducting their business at their office, they're going out. So they have what we would call a service area, and that's a defined area of who they're trying to target. That's where their audience is. There's a few different ways to define a service area. Sometimes it's in a mile or a time radius from your location. So a plumber might say, I only want to go 10 miles away from my facility. Sometimes service area businesses are trying to target certain geographic areas, so that might be a city or a township, it might be a county or a number of counties, and then it could even get as far as covering a state or several states, serving those states and really wanting to target their SEO efforts and marketing efforts to those specific states.
Sure. And I think that's a great point. So if you're targeting multiple states, sometimes you have multiple locations. So how does local SEO really fit in if you have multiple locations in possibly different states?
Yeah, so multiple locations will really benefit from local SEO. Local SEO is all about getting Google the right information about your physical location, making sure that there is the right address, the right phone number, the right service area, kind of defining all of that. When you start adding more locations and more service areas, that's where local SEO really benefits, because what you're doing is we're trying to tell Google, okay, this company has 5 locations. Here's information about each one of those locations, so that Google doesn't get confused, and so that your potential customers can find the right location that can serve them best.
Sure. So even if you're a national company, if you have multiple locations throughout the entire United States, local SEO is still very important to you, because you need to make sure that your one location out of hundreds is localized to that specific area.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, all the big box stores, all the big brands, if they have local franchises or local locations, they are performing local SEO. When you search for Walmart in your specific area, you want the nearest Walmart to show up. You don't want the headquarters to show up. So local SEO does cover big brands, big national brands, but if they have a local presence.
Interesting. So as we talk about big brands, what about big manufacturers? So what if you're a manufacturer and you want to lift up the presence of some of your dealers around the country? Does that fit into local SEO at all?
It can. Yeah, we work with several manufacturers who, they have a specific facility or several facilities where they're making their products, but they have local dealers that they want to elevate their brand. So local SEO can work on the manufacturer side if they're trying to help their local dealers, their local distributors, so that they can be found by their local audience.
So yeah, you talked about a little bit about multi-site locations. You talked a little bit about manufacturers. Are there any other types that our viewers should be aware of that would be really involved in local SEO?
Yeah, another one that comes to mind is educational. Universities, colleges, nonprofits. Like churches and private schools. All of those could really benefit from local SEO, especially if you're trying to target a specific area. A few states. Or if you have multiple campuses or multiple locations. Again, local SEO is good for helping you show up and have your specific location show up for the intended audience.
So who is not? Are there any companies or businesses out there where local SEO may not be as effective, or you really shouldn't be investing a lot of money into local SEO?
Yeah, a few that come to mind. One would be national brands that don't have a local presence. Coca-Cola is not investing in local SEO
Sure.
because they don't have local locations.
Or
Yeah.
affiliates, yeah.
Yeah. They're being sold at all the different stores, so they're not really focused on building up specific locations. Online only companies, companies that only provide goods or services online, and that would get into e-commerce as well. There's other SEO practices that would work best for those companies, but local SEO is not really going to help elevate an e-commerce store's presence.
Very cool. So that's super helpful. So not only knowing about what local SEO is and really how to optimize it, but what businesses are impacted by local SEO and sometimes who are not. So if you're a national brand and you don't really have any localized locations, local SEO may not be for you. But if you're a college, a university, a manufacturer, even a national brand that has multiple locations, or even just the mom and pop down the street, local SEO can definitely be used for you, and it's extremely important in your internet marketing in the future. So thank you, Brandon, for sharing that. If you guys have any questions or you just would like to continue the conversation, feel free to leave a comment or reach out to us on our website. But we'll see you next time as we're continuing the conversation of internet marketing and what it means for your business. Thanks.